Wax Theatre's presenter, Kizzy Harvey. Walkie.
Yeah. I was panicking at the back. I was like, how am I going to just stand like this? How do I get this on? Oh, is it? Oh, hi, yeah. I just couldn't hear my own voice for a change. Okay, right. So, Katie said, can you speak about sponsoring? And this is what my face did. Kind of spoke about it a lot. I don't know that I've got anything else to say. This is what was going through my head as I replied to her, of course I can be. So I've really, really thought long and hard, because some of you will have seen me at Empower You. Who saw me at Empower You? Yeah. So you're just like, why is she here? I've heard this. Who's in my sponsoring school? Yeah, so you're like, right, can I go and grab a coffee while she's yabbering on about sponsoring? So I promise you that you've not seen this material before. I did really want to come up with something different for you. So I thought, well, we'll just play a game. It's the easiest thing. So I need 2 volunteers, and you need to bring a friend with you, and you need to be able to flip a coin, okay? So just come up, I just like run up. I'm not going to pick, because I don't want to make someone sad. I have always wanted to be mobbed. That's all this is. Right, you need a friend. Come on, Lisa. You can still just play along in your chair. Right, hold on. I got a hold of my. Oh, I know I could do that. I just got to get my money out. Right, you're going to win £1 if you do this correctly. This is really important. Okay. So, you are scorers. You're a scorer, you're a scorer. Are you a flipper? You're the flipper, you're the scorer. Okay. So, every time you get ahead, okay, then you're going to like do a 1. So we're going to start with a fist, and then we're going to, I can't count with my fingers, but you know. We're going to get to 5. So the winner is who's going to get to 5, okay? You can only flip when I tell you to flip, okay? So I'm going to do one of you at a time. And place your bets, ladies, in your head. We don't want to discourage people. Who do you reckon is going to win this, okay? So have a little think about who you think's going to win this, okay? Right, and then we'll get started. Okay, so flip. So you're looking for a head, babe. Go. What you get? Oh. Right, flip again then. What you get? Yay! I tell you what, because you flipped ahead, flip again. What you get? Yeah! Tell you what, because you flipped ahead, flip again. Come on. Oh. Actually, no, it's not true. Because that was a tail, flip again. What'd you get? Yes! Right. No, actually, no. Change my mind. Flip again. What'd you get? Yeah! Oh my, right. It's close. We're at a nail-biting position here of who's going to win. I've got a sneaky suspicion. I don't know about any of you. Let's see how it plays out. Flip again. Oh, look at that! Who thought that Lisa might win? Did anyone bet on Lisa? Right, you can keep those pounds. Don't spend it all away. Yeah, I'm going to tell you what that was about. Right, thank you very much. Right. So what was the difference between this pair and this pair? They were actually flipping. How many of you in this room are going to take all these notes, are going to nod your head, take all these pictures, get home, put EastEnders on, put a wash on, and not actually do any flipping? So, and that's the difference. If we would have allowed her to flip, that would have been a fair, and that's the only, although I was stopping her, how many of you have done this like, oh yeah, I'm going to message those 5 people, but not today, you know. I'm busy today. Or I'm going to start my online party. Hayley said about online, I'm going to do that next week. I'm much prettier on week 2 of January, so my pictures will be better. Have we all put something off and stopped flipping in our business? So, and here's the thing. I'm going to give you 3 new ideas, well, 2.5 new ideas for sponsoring today. But let me tell you what the crux of sponsoring is. Asking. You've got to be the flipper. You've got to do the stuff. Like, that's as easy as it is. If you're the person that's not doing the stuff, then you're not going to get the sponsors. Is there a right way to speak to people? Well, yeah, but to be honest, who was here from launch? How many look back on their first messages of 500 pages that you spammed people to see if they wanted to join this opportunity? So we all did it wrong, and yet we still did it because we were still doing it. And that's really, really the crux of it. So when I was thinking about this training, I was thinking sponsoring's a little bit like fishing. So we have the fisherman that actually is fishing. How many times you put your rod in the pond? If your rod's not in the pond, you're not going to catch any fish, are you? How many of you have put your rod in the pond and got an old boot instead of a fish sometimes? Has anyone ever sponsored a dodgy one? But that could put us off, can't it? So here's why I think sponsoring is like fishing. Oh, there's a bit messed up. Right. You need to actually fish. Stop reading how to. If you're in my sponsoring school, wonderful. But please go and dip your rod, okay? You're not going to get much more pro than knowing how to do it. You need to actually fish. Stop letting that old boot put you off. How many of you, because somebody's joined and they were going to be amazing and you were going to go straight to black status together and then she was a Larry letdown, how many of you let that put you off? It's broken your heart. You've stopped flipping because you're sat at home, I can't flip a coin, that's it. Heartbroken. You need to actually fish. Stop thinking you can feed yourself forever on your fat fish. Has anybody bought in an absolute rock star and thought, made it, done it, nailed it, watch me? We've done it, right? Or like our team collectively. Oh, look at them, that's it, done. One and done, see ya. No, you've got to keep fishing. Because that fish won't feed you forever. It'll go off. You need to actually fish. Stop sitting at the edge of your sponsoring pond going, well, what's she doing? Well, how many fish has she caught? Well, how many fish has she... Why has Hayley got 250 fish? How did she do that? Why have I not got 250 fish? Just dip your rod. You're going to get a fish. You need to actually fish. Stop being scared that you won't catch anything. How many of you sit there and go, ooh, no, I'm not messaging. What if someone says no? Imagine if a fisherman stood there and went, oh, no, I might not catch anything. No. That doesn't happen. So you need to be the fisherman, no matter what. The only way you're going to catch those fishies is if you dip your rod, okay? So, what pond to fish in? Do you know it's easy? Yes, we can have guys in this business, but it's as simple as where there are women, also known as fish now, in any of the countries that we sell in. That's it. So you have so much opportunity. Do you know how many women that is? I don't either, I didn't work it out. But it's a lot. If you take the population of all those countries and add them all together, that is a lot of people. So what bait are you going to use? So, you know, do any of you fish?
It's like a sperm.
Oh God, I have no idea what I'm talking about. But like, I think if you fish, like some people use maggots. Like my dad used to fish, and he was always making up these special blends of bait, and I was like, what are you doing? But you know, different fish, like different things. So we've talked about this. This is at Empower You. This was in my sponsoring school. My sponsoring school's there. So in there, you've got the extra information about what to say. And in there, we talk about colour personalities. So, you know, your yellows, you want to talk about the unique foundation. That's going to be the bait for them. Your blues, you want to be talking about today. They're going to be like, oh my God, wish I was there. That looked like so much fun. So that's kind of your bait. But also, Simon Sinek, who is a really, really smart guy, he believes in the golden circle when it comes to business. So it's not what you do that's going to get people to join. It's not how you do what you do that's going to get people to join. That is not your bait. It is why you do what you do. So when you say, oh, you know, I take selfies, I go to events, that's what you do. No one sat at home thinking, wow, I'd love to take a selfie. I think I'm going to join. When you say, you know, take a picture of you packing up your deliveries, they're not like, wow, I'd love to pack up deliveries. So you need to, every time, so this is the crux of attraction marketing. You need to put out there why you do what you do. Not the what of you being here today, which is training. No one sat at home on a Saturday thinking, God, I wish I'd have got up at 6 a.m. and gone to a training. And what time is this, by the way? Driving in the dark, going, what is this? I don't know this time of day. But anyway, we'll just, you know. Yeah, so it's not, no one sat at home. Why? Why are you here? What does that make you feel? What does that do for you? That is what's going to attract people to your business, not the actual 6 a.m. in the dark, you know, that we had. So I want to give you 3 new ideas for sponsoring. So I want to give you some content, some homework to go away and do, okay? So what about, I mean, I've not particularly trialled this out, but, you know, we'll do it together. What about a take your Facebook to friends work day? Now, what do I mean by this? Who's ever held an opportunity event? Online, like an online opportunity event. Great, so, you know, do those. This is kind of an extension of that, but you're going to do it on your Facebook profile. You're going to pick a date when you're going to do it. You're going to let your network know. You're going to build in advance, just like Hayley talked about when she talked about her themes, and you're going to let them know. You know, 12th of February, it's take you guys to my work day. Online, I'm going to be showing you the ins and outs of everything. You then are preparing your network for a complete spamathon of everything to do with joining. And you're going to end it that night with a live. And you're going to talk about your why. You know, the why of doing this business. So they're going to get a real overall picture, and they're going to get it in one day, and you're going to build the anticipation up for that. Sound like a good idea?
Yeah. Excellent.
Right, I put this as a new idea, you know. I've thought of this great idea, online parties. Look, here's the thing. If you're not doing them, do them. If you are doing them, how much in there, you don't want it to be complete sponsorville, so you don't want it to just be about getting them to join you, but are there ways that you can weave that into your online party script? The why, not the what you do, the why. Can you weave that in? You know, about the free makeup, about the unique foundation. You know, those are the kind of things that perhaps we've not thought about in online parties that we can ramp up a little bit that's really going to help us sponsoring. And the crux of it is, like Hayley said, you know, this is where her network was built. So in that network, let me ask you, if the average online party, if the average woman has 50 people, is there one little fishy in there that needs extra money and needs a new opportunity? Like, I would say that's a pretty dead cert. So that's the thing with online parties. You imagine if you're doing 3 to 5 a week, you're actually saying, there's 3 to 5 women in here that are going to join my team a week. Now, it might take them a bit longer. They need to be exposed to the why of what we do and everything around it. But they're going to be building and building and building. So I really think this is a subject we don't talk about, but it's really key. And my final idea is surveys. So I used to work for Ann Summers back in the day. That's why I talk a lot about rods. Can't just you can take the girl out of Ann Summers, but you can't take Ann Summers out of the girl. So we used to do this thing. We used to print off surveys, and they used to have like your name, telephone number. I can't even remember, like just some warm-up questions. You know, like I can't even remember. Like, have you been to a party recently? You know, when was the last time you purchased underwear or whatever? And but on there was like, you know, we've got vacancies in this area. Are you interested in finding out more about earning extra money? There would also be an option on there to book a party, because obviously Ann Summers is famous for their parties. And we used to go around in groups, and we used to go to like high streets, anywhere basically, and we used to go to the staff. And we used to say, Ann Summers have sent us to this area just to gauge how popular Ann Summers is. I've got some surveys for the staff in here. Can I leave them? I'll be back in an hour, 2 hours. And we used to do your travel agents, your shops, your banks, your bakeries, go all along the high street. Then we used to go for coffee, my favourite bit, and lunch. Worked really hard, eating my sandwich, drinking my coffee. And then we go back and collect those surveys. Every single time there was at least one person that wanted extra money. And you're building your database of people that way. So there's a physical way to get out there and do that. There's also SurveyMonkey, where you can create free online surveys. Do you know some people, they don't want to come into your inbox and say, because they're just like, the minute I say, like, what's this about? She's gonna kidnap me, basically. And I'm gonna be in that white hole, you know. I just want a little bit of information. So by creating a survey and just contacting as many people as you can and just being like, just gathering a little bit of info, and that being a question on there, then again, I'm not going to put money on it, but I would almost guarantee that you're going to get at least one person come back and say, actually, I'll have more information. Because it just takes, it's not so personal, so they feel safe. They still feel safe ticking a box. So those are my 3 ideas for you. But remember, you've got to put your rod in, girls. So in 2018, let's go fish. Thank you very much.